Well, hello and welcome to Whoosh, episode number 9. Here in London is Simon Le Bon. It's French, you know. And over there in New York, we have Katy Krassner. Let's hear a big hand for Katy Krassner. Woo!
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? Well, first of all, that song, Charlie, I mean, what?
Can I announce it? Okay, I'd like to back announce track number 1, which was the track Terra Firma by Franc Moody, or Franc Moody, because he spells it with a C. He might be French too, you know.
His name is Ned. Ned Franc. Did you know that? And John Moody.
I had no idea.
And
what a track to open the show.
My goodness, what a track indeed. How'd you pick it? Where'd you find it?
I just was looking. I think I found that on Bandcamp, I think.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Yeah, so do I. Very, very pleased with that. It's pretty new, pretty up and coming, I would say. I'd watch out for that because I think it may make it as well. Do we have hits in these days?
No, but we have cool bands.
We have cool bands and we have very cool songs, and that is definitely one of them. Terra Firma by Franc Moody. Don't forget about it. If you heard it here, you heard it here first.
That's right. You know, I'm excited for this week's show. You know, I have 2 reasons. 1, 9 is my favorite number. I don't know why, but it is. And 2, we have a special guest.
We have a special guest in the studio with us now. It's a return. It's a very welcome return for the fabulous Amber Le Bon.
Amber. Hi, Amber.
Hi, I'm back for round 2.
I'm very excited.
Amber enjoyed it so much first time, didn't you?
I did. I had so much fun. I couldn't wait to get back. I had my list of songs ready to go. I then had to argue with Daddy about slipping the right ones in. But
she didn't. There was no arguing at all. We do it in over the course of an afternoon, really, don't we? So on Monday afternoon, we sat down and I said, Amber, come on, you contribute. Can you come up with some songs and things? And she came up with quite a lot. In fact, I would say that the bulk of the tracks that we are going to play today have been chosen by Amber.
Wow.
So we sat there, we went through the possibles, put them into a file, and then we decided how should we open the show. And I think Terra Firma was mine, though.
Yeah,
the opening track was mine. It might be the only one. It might actually be the only one that's mine. No. 2 of them are mine. 2 or 3 of them are mine. Okay. So Amber, how you doing?
I'm good. I've been looking forward to this all week. So it's nice to be back and chatting to you guys.
Oh, you're so sweet. You know, funny enough, Simon sends me the playlist, you know, a little in advance so I can get up to speed. And I thought certain tracks were definitely chosen by you. So I'm going to see if I am correct in my guesses.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now that I chose that one.
You should, yeah.
Don't tell me.
I chose that one. I chose
that one,
and that one.
Yeah.
And that one.
Yeah.
So you chose 5.
Ha! So it's kind of even then, isn't it?
Pretty much even, yeah.
But it seems like Amber's completely dominated me all week. I mean, bloody hell.
Taken over.
Yeah.
Did your 5 include the bonus track, Charlie?
Mine, yes, the bonus track's mine.
No, so 6 were Amber and 5.
Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Who's the... No, the bonus track tonight on this show is Amber's. Anyway, should we get down? Should we play some music
Let's get down to business.
Okay, you're on, Amber.
So up next we have In a River by Rostam.
underneath the pines. So it's here at 11. nobody you can't find. We are swimming with no clothes on in a river in the dark, and I am holding on to you, boy, in the faint light of the stars. So you wait out across the marsh, water up to your waist, cast up above your head till the doom comes to a crest. We are swimming with no clothes on in a river in the dark, and I am holding on to you, boy, in the faint light of the stars. But sometimes I feel it in a dream. I know I've been there. We were sleeping by the ocean, we were laughing on the warm side. We stay up all night and we wake up in the sunlight. We got dreams we keep together, we got time to spend. Oh hell yeah. We are swimming with no clothes on in a river in the dark, and I am holding on to you, boy, in the faint light of the stars. We are lying on the beach night. Everything is warm. We are staying up through a wild night in the faint light of the headlights of passing cars.
While I'm sad, you've been out all night, know you've been bad. Don't tell me different, know it's a lie. Come to me, honey, see how I cry. Why must you hurt me, do what you do? Listen to me, girl, can't you see I love you? Make a little effort, try to be true. I'll be happy, not so blue. Let you go.
Well, there you have it, the fabulous Castaways with Liar, Liar. And that's a song that a lot of people have heard before. We thought we'd give you something that's familiar for a change.
shake things up.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to talk a little bit about Rostam. Rostam Mangalij is he's the guy who's the first track was by In a River. I know Rostam. He actually produced me. He produced me singing on the song Kingdom. That's it, called Kingdom, which was written by him and Charlie XCX. I added a little bit for the soundtrack album of Mockingjay, which is one of the
Hunger Games.
The Doodah. That's it, Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
See, isn't it great to have comprehensive knowledge like mine in the studio?
Of things that you were part of, no less.
Yeah.
What was he like to work with? I mean, Amber, we were discussing in the break that he's part of many bands, and I know one of those is Vampire Weekend. He left, and then I think he came back.
He did, and then I think he's a one half of, is it Discovery? I think that's what he's a half of. But he writes for a whole bunch of people.
He is. You're totes right.
Yeah.
He's super talented and super nice. He's so easy to work with. He's very unassuming. He's not. He doesn't have a big, loud personality, unlike some people I could mention.
Do you mean the one sitting to my left?
Yes.
Goodness.
There's an asshole in the room. Yeah, it's usually me. Yeah, so he's just really great to work with. Made it very easy for me. Told me what he liked. Told me what he didn't like. It wasn't, It's. I think it's something you do between you in the studio. You kind of, if you start off by being honest, then you can say things that. If you start off being honest and gentle, then you can get a bit tougher later on. So you can just say there's a point he reached where he could just say to me, I don't like it like that. That's just not what I'm after. And he didn't have to explain anything else. I just said, well, what do you want? And then he would say what he wanted, and then I would be able to do it how he liked it. And that really is the perfect that's really the perfect way to be produced and to work on music generally in the studio, I think.
Mm-hmm. You've never produced anything yet, have you, Simon?
Me, I've done a couple of little tiny things. I've done some things in Japan with Nick Wood.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, but I don't think anything really happened to the band I produced. I think I made mistakes. I'd never done it before. I made the mistake of trying to get the singer to sing in tune.
I can't imagine.
And it's very cute Japanese band. They're lovely people and had a great song as well. And then the guy, the bass player said, "But we're not that kind of a band, Simon." Oh. In his faltering English, and I had to go, sorry, don't want to tread on your toes. So anyway, that's how that was.
Going back to Liar Liar
yes.
from the Castaways, did you know that that's a man singing that song? Because I didn't know that.
I sort of did. I sort of did. Yes, I kind of always thought it was a guy singing. I mean, if in my little picture in my mind, what a song. Just wonderful.
It is so wonderful. So we got some questions, guys.
Okay, let's have a question.
Amber, they're really not for us, but maybe we can chime in. Kathy Angwin says to Simon, this has been bothering her whole life, and she knows that in the
I hate those questions.
Well, but you're putting someone out of their misery.
I'm kidding.
In the Nightboat video, you quote Mercutio from Shakespeare.
Mercutio's monologue from I think it's called the Queen Mab monologue. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep.
That's very good Shakespeare. Was that your idea? That's not her question.
Yeah, no, because it's the one soliloquy. It's the one thing. It's just one of the speeches that I knew, and I was able to. I think Russell wanted something. He wanted to make it a bit creepy, but not just by having blokes with sort of porridge poured all over, wandering around like zombies in the video. And I said, well, I know a bit of Shakespeare. And he says, well, Simon, why don't you give us some of that?
Well, you did.
He's
And then
Australian, you know.
I got the Australian. That was good.
And then I think and then Rog says, "Well, I know something too," and he quoted from Macbeth, I believe.
Oh, really? Well,
Yes,
the second part of
yes,
Kathy's
absolutely.
question,
Yes.
she wants to know what you're quoting a little later in the video about the sun and the mayfly.
Me?
Yeah, that's what she says.
Oh, I can't remember. But all right. Thanks, Kathleen. That's enough.
Kathy remains in misery.
Yeah. No. But Rogers was definitely. I'm
Sorry,
pretty sure
Kathy.
Rogers was from Macbeth.
Kevin,
Yes.
I have another question. Can Simon talk or share any stories about recording the first Duran Duran album? And if you knew while you were recording it, what a daring album it was.
Sure. Yes. I remember trying to record the vocal for Planet Earth, and Andy Taylor coming in and going, "You're a bit uptight, man. You're a bit uptight, man. In my last band, if the singer was a bit uptight, we made him sing without his trousers on. Go on, take your pants off."
Did you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I did not. So there you go. That's the story.
That's a good story. Did you know that you were onto something big on that album? That's a good question. I mean, I want to know that.
I think we were determined to have something big happen, regardless of the quality of anything. We were just. I think we knew we had to make a good album in the back of our minds. But you know when you're making good music, you just know it. It's just you get that feeling. You get that that it touches you deeply. You get the emotional kick out of the music, and you get the emotional kick from the lyrics as well. And we just knew it was good stuff.
What's good stuff? Amber, not to put you on the spot, but what's your favorite song off of the first album? And then I'll tell you mine.
You really have put me on the spot.
All right.
Now she's trying to think. Okay, yeah.
I'll go first.
Album. Oh my God, I'm the worst daughter ever.
No, you're not. You're so cute.
Worst band kid ever.
Okay, girl, well, what's your favorite, Caddy?
Careless Memories.
Careless Memories. Oh, I love that song too.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Careless Memories.
Yeah.
There you go. We can share that, Amber.
Wait,
Absolutely.
I'm getting up the track listing now.
Okay.
Well, I'm just going to while you're doing that, I'm going to announce the next song. Track number 4 on episode number 9 of Whoosh is by Beck, and it's the St. Vincent remix of Uneventful Nights. So you get both Beck and the fabulous St. Vincent. Here it is.
green and gold.
So the first pick was by Daddy then, and the second was one of mine, and it was Green and Gold by Lianne La Havas, who I absolutely adore. I think she has the most chilled, laid-back, easy way of singing, and her harmonies are amazing.
Yeah,
particularly in this song, I love.
Yeah, it does something wonderful where the guitarist plays the whole like semitone above the note of the chord, the tonic of the chord that's being played, and it sets up a lovely kind of a lovely tension. Beautiful it is. We love that.
I heard a little Minnie Riperton in that.
Ooh, really?
A little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I didn't know anything about her, and the song "Green and Gold" was named for the Jamaican flag.
Right,
and
that's what I thought it was.
I wouldn't have thought that. So
yeah, but
totally right.
you know, in the George Ezra song "Shotgun," are we riding shotgun underneath the? He sings about life is in the yellow and green. What do you think the yellow and green is? I think
George,
Australia.
Maybe. I like George Ezra.
Do you?
I do. Yes, he seems pleasant.
I'll let George know.
What's that?
I'll let George know. Anyway, let's go back to Lianne La Havas.
Well, she's Jamaican and Greek, and that song came out 5 years ago. And I hope I didn't do too much research. I hope she's still making music because I thought that was delightful. Yeah, she is.
She's got some newer stuff out. I think for this song worked better with the flow of everything this week. Right. Otherwise, we would have gone for one of the newer ones. Yeah. But yeah, she's still making music and still sounding amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know a lot more about music than I do.
Yeah. Let's take some questions.
Chris from Canada says, I have a question for Simon regarding his personal guitar collection.
I thought he was going to say personal hygiene.
No, well, what is your personal? I know you have
I don't want any questions about my personal
hygiene. Have very nice personal hygiene.
It's personal.
I'm just saying. Just wondering what guitars you have, and do you have a favorite that you enjoy playing?
Yeah, I have. So I've got a lot of guitars, and some of them I can't even remember that I've got, if you know what I mean. They're in storage. And I'm just the bloody singer of the band. I've got a very, very nice, I've got a lovely red Gretsch, Chet Atkins. I used to have, which was my favorite, was I had a National Steel. That was lovely, but that kind of I was dispossessed of that.
Was that the one with the bumps on it?
No, it was the metal one. Do you remember the metal guitar?
One with
yeah, that's it. Yeah. We won't talk about how that got dispossessed. It's not a great story. Okay. What else? I got a lovely. I've got a Tom Mates, custom made acoustic. It's great for picking, but it doesn't sound so good strumming. He's the London luthier. You remember a luthier?
I remember Tom Mates. He's a nice man.
Yeah, he's a friend of Warren's, I think. Mm-hmm. But more recently, I've really been kind of getting into the Gibsons. I've got a what's it called? A Reverend. That's an electric guitar. I've got I don't have a Hummingbird. I've got a Country and Western, a 1964 Country and Western, which is just great. But the one, and I've got the L00 black and white Gibson L00, which I used to play on stage. I've now got that back at home because somebody rather wonderful by the name of John Sir Fabulous Taylor has given me a lovely Gibson Elvis Presley Mustachio to play on stage. And which is just gorgeous. We give each other guitars. I mean, that's one thing to do. But my favorite guitar is a Gibson L00 that I've had for years and years and years. I take it on tour with me. It's been knocked around. It's had bits knocked off it and stuck back on. And I just love it. It's a very deep-bodied blues guitar. And it sounds twangy. It's just right for me. And I love playing it.
Amber, do you play any instruments?
I do. I play piano, ukulele, and guitar. And Daddy got me my first guitar, which was a vintage Epiphone Cortez, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
it has
lovely.
a shallow neck and a really narrow neck as well.
Very, very. We had to find one that was really great for you to play. And
Yeah.
That's the one.
And it's beautiful. I mean, it needs a bit of a guitar doctor right now.
Well, we'll take it. I know where to take it.
That's good.
We've got a guitar doctor who works for the band. I'll just send it to him and he'll figure it out. And, you know.
And then I've got a mandolin that I need to learn how to play.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you good at
Indeed.
ukulele? I took a ukulele lesson once.
I love ukulele. I actually bought it years ago when I lived in Hong Kong for a couple of months, and I wanted to start playing. I was used to playing piano and hadn't played anything forever, so I bought a really cheap plastic ukulele and taught myself in my room.
Ukulele.
I like the
Ukulele. Right, let's move on, shall we?
Let's move on to another question, and this is for both of us, but I'm going to add Amber in because, of course, no one knew that she would be our special guest. Hi, oh no, I don't know who asked this question. Boo. I'll come back to that. Hi, Katy and Simon. First of all, I want to say that I love Whoosh. It feels like I'm talking to two friends. My boyfriend always notices that I have a smile on my face. My question for you is, what song would you sing together in karaoke?
I think you better choose this, Katy.
That's brilliant.
What you could do, I mean, you
Black
know,
Hole Sun.
when Sterling Campbell was in the band, we used to do karaoke, and we used to do Ebony and Ivory.
We could do that.
We could do Don't Go Breaking My Heart, couldn't we?
Could do Summer Lovin' with John Travolta.
I actually think that Don't Go Breaking My Heart is a better song.
For us? Okay, and what would you
do that?
I'm up for it. Katy, anytime.
Maybe we'll do it like in a summer special
Don't go
episode.
Breaking My Heart. I
couldn't if I tried.
Exactly.
I have the world's worst voice.
All of it. He'll try and sing the girls' part too.
Yes, well, Katy, you have the world's worst voice.
I do.
And I don't.
Okay, so we work. It works. I'm looking to see who asks. What would you and Amber sing together? Oh, that question was from Kathy.
It would be a bit sick if we did Je t'aime, wouldn't it? Gainsbourg did it with his daughter. It's a bit sick.
Well, I don't really know the song, so I can't really.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what would we do?
I think we should do You Say Bananas and I Say Bananas. Bananas. Let's call the whole thing off.
Oh my God, you two are to die.
That is the one.
That is the one. So before we move on to the next track, I just want to tell everyone listening that I can actually see Simon and Amber, and I never really see you face to face like this for an extended period of time, and you two look so much alike. I ever noticed how much it's like looking at the same person but a boy and a girl version.
Right, okay.
How cute are you, little boogers? Anyway, the next song I happen to love. So who picked it?
I picked this one.
You tell me about it because I read a lot on him. I loved it.
You know more than I do then, because I don't know anything about this song or band. And I heard it, I came across it, and I absolutely adored it and knew I wanted to play it this week.
Well, the guy's name is Mike Hadreas, and he records under the name Perfume Genius. And this song is a love song to his boyfriend of many years. And I wondered if you picked it because it's Pride. You know, June is Pride Month. So I loved it.
It works even better then.
It does work even better. So, Amber, why don't you introduce this track? So good.
This is Slip Away by Perfume Genius.
Singing through your body, and I'm carried by the sound. Every drum, every single beat, they were born from your body, and I'm carried by the sound. Oh, take. Oh, baby, let all them voices slip away. Don't look back, I wanna break free. If you never see I'm coming, you never have to hide. Take my hand, take my everything. If we only got a moment, give it to me now. Oh, love, don't ever break the shape we take. Oh, baby, let all them voices slip away. Love, they'll never break the shape we take. Oh, no, love, they'll never break the shape we take. Oh, no, love, they'll never break the shape we take. Oh, baby, let all them voices slip away. Friends I had from younger days, mostly have been washed away. Time's a river, so they say, and then you drown, and then you drown. Heavy storm about to cry like a river from the sky. Life is like a waterfall, and you are falling like a dog. You never think of me at all. There isn't time, there isn't time. Heavy storm about to cry like a river from the sky. Never you mind, sweet waste of time. Truth is unkind, truth is unkind. You never mind, sweet waste of time. Truth is unkind, truth is unkind. Is there a river in the sky, an ocean just behind your eyes? Every night I say goodbye to you again, to you again. Heavy storm about to cry like a river from the sky, 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 like a river from the sky.
You're listening to Whoosh with Simon Le Bon and Katy Krassner.
Hello, you're listening to Whoosh, and that was River from the Sky by the Weepies. What a lovely tune, Amber. Who, by the way, Amber chose that one.
I did. The Weepies have been one of my favourite bands for a very long time. It's actually why I first started playing guitar. And the story behind them is adorable. They were both fans of each other's music, and then they started playing together. They were both single artists, like in their own rights, and then started playing together and became the Weepies. They got married, had 3 children, and still perform together. And this the song that this album is from, it actually gets quite sad at this point, but the woman Deb was diagnosed with, I think it was stage 3 breast cancer, and they recorded this album whilst she was going through treatment. She's now, as far as I have read, she's recovered and doing well, and she's made a solo album since. But yeah, I love the band so much that I had to slip a song in.
Well, that's lovely. Yeah, I think it's a fabulous song too.
It was my favorite of this week. I didn't know that she had been sick, so I would have like triple loved it because that's what I'm like. But I did know that they were married, and I just thought, I read a review that described the track as subtly intoxicating folk pop, and I'm like, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it was
Very
intoxicating.
good. It's very, very good description.
It leaves you wanting more, I think, partly because they're quite short songs, some of them, and you there go, oh, I wish there was another minute of it.
Well, I have to say, I'm always a big fan of leaving them wanting more, so I think it's just about the perfect length.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Should we do some more questions? Amber, I'm going to ask you this question, even though it's for Simon. Simon, you can answer it too.
No,
Susie Arcana wants to know if you have a favorite movie soundtrack.
So I definitely do. I used to go to sleep listening to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack on CD with a CD player under my pillow every single night.
Wow.
So a proper film score kind of film soundtrack.
That's lovely.
Years where I did that.
Yeah. I've got there's one that immediately sprung to my mind, and I think it will always be my favorite, even though I really appreciate other ones, new ones. The soundtrack that Walter, later to become Wendy Carlos, made for the Kubrick film A Clockwork Orange in 1971 is one of the most stunning pieces of music. I love it because you get Bach, you get Beethoven, you get Rossini, and you get a whole lot more classical, mostly classical music, which has been arranged for the then very new instrument, the Moog synthesizer, or was it an ARP that Walter / Wendy used? It was a seminal album for me. It'll always be sort of there. It was one of the second or third albums that I bought in my life. I think it's amazing. So it's tough for anything to top that for me. I thought Johnny Greenwood's soundtrack for There Must Be Blood was amazing. I'm a big fan of his work. I think there's a lot of new artists who are doing soundtracks now who weren't around, and the sort of stranglehold that people like John Williams and Hans Zimmer have had over the big movies is starting to change now, which I think is great. I mean, I have a lot of respect for those guys as well. It's a real art doing a soundtrack for a movie, because if you've ever watched a film without the soundtrack, it's just not the same experience. So what you control people's emotions with the music,
and that's really great TV.
Yeah, so some fantastic TV.
It's been
soundtracks.
scored really well.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like the sound. I don't know who it's by, but the
Penny Dreadful was a fantastic.
Penny Dreadful was good. I like Killing Eve. I think that's amazing.
The Northern Lights. His Dark Materials had a good soundtrack.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, I have another question.
Okay, go on then.
Trevor, I like this question. Trevor says, other than tapping into the Duran Duran fan base to source a new ocarina did I say that wrong? When a previous model broke, has Simon ever utilized the Duran Duran base to source anything else?
Well, it didn't really come off very well. I never got an ocarina from the Duran Duran fan base.
I think maybe you did.
I think maybe I didn't.
Well, I know one.
I'm still waiting for the ocarina.
But Simon, do you remember you were in New York once and your iPad broke, and I put out a little call to arms on Twitter, and a guy named Robert Hammond answered and helped us. And
Figure out what was wrong with my computer.
your iPad. He and I are still friends to this day.
Oh, that's
Isn't
great.
that nice? He's a nice guy. And we never talk about Duran Duran. So see, you can become friends anyway.
I've asked the fans if they can just sort of, if they can sort of chip in and buy me parts for a Ferrari that I would like to build in my garage. But they just haven't come through.
Your birthday's in October. If they start now,
time, guys.
Yeah, come on, everybody. Amber, have you ever been stuck anywhere and you've used a network of friends to sort of like, have you ever forgotten like a hair straightener or anything and use the internet?
I'm pretty self-contained. I usually travel with everything I need. The only time I would ever need it is when I regularly go out and forget my house key. So I come back in the hopes that someone's still awake, or I have to start knocking on windows.
Does that work? Does everyone yell at you?
So far, it's worked really well, and I am getting better at remembering my key.
Yeah, I mean, if the phone rings at 2:00 in the morning, it's usually Amber. I don't find my key.
Vice versa, if my phone rings at 2:00 in the morning, it's usually Mama wanting help trying to work the DVD player.
Yeah, or me butt dialing you in a taxi, butt dialing.
Butt dialing.
I think it's because you're probably number one because you're right at the top of my list of favorites, darling.
Oh, why? Thank you.
So the next track, I'm going to guess that I believe Simon picked track number 8.
You got it. I did. So
I'm doing good.
I mean, everybody in this house plays Shuggie Otis. We're going to play a Shuggie Otis track, but we'll talk about him a little bit first, shall we? Everybody in this house plays Shuggie Otis. You play him?
I do.
Tallulah plays him. And if you, me, and Tallulah play Shuggie Otis, that means everybody in the house gets to hear Shuggie Otis. This is a fantastic track. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Why don't you introduce it, Caddy?
It's called Out of My Head, and it's by Shuggie Otis, and it's fantastic.
Blame it on love. What else could it be? Causing all this misery. Blame it on love. It's so easy to do. No one does it more than you. And you make my heart break when you take and you take from it. Yes, you take all my love and make hate from it. There's a place in my heart that's got your name on it. See the light scar forever engraved on it. Blame it on us. Too young to know. The memories stay when lovers go. Blame it on lust. It's so easy for you. No one does it like you do. And you make my heart break when you take and you take from it. Yes, you take all my love and make hate from it. There's a place in my heart that's got your name on it. See the light scar forever engraved on it. Blame it on love. 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 What else could it be? Causing all this misery. Blame it on love. So easy to do. No one does it more than you. There's a place in my heart that's got your name on it. See the light scar forever engraved on it.
That was Denai Moore with her song Blame on Whoosh. I said I was going to play another track of Denai Moore, and there it is. That's from an earlier album of hers called Elsewhere. I've got a real Jones for this artist. I've got to tell you. I think it's because I've been listening to so much music, and there seems to be a lot of new music. Artists are they seem timid when it comes to melody, and they just want to try and sing the same notes over every chord. Denai Moore, to my ears, is so different. She loves melody. She really wants to take it all over the place. And that's the approach that I have to songwriting as well. So I'm very happy to play this and open up your ears to the fabulous Denai Moore.
Yeah, she's fantastic. It's been stuck in my head all week.
Yeah.
So I say this at least once per episode, and I'm saying it again now, which is you have to watch the video for this. The video is outstanding. I actually looked up the director, Charlie, because I was so impressed by it. But I can't give it away. But it's like a scene out of some sort of something you'd see on HBO or Netflix, and it's very dark.
Okay.
And it's really good. And so I love the song.
It's a fantastic song.
Yeah, but the video really like gives it something. You're not gonna look at it the same again.
Okay, great.
That's what I have
love
to
that.
say.
You gotta love that.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Oh no, not again.
What?
We come to the end.
Again?
Yeah. No more questions.
No more songs to play apart from a couple.
Yeah, we got some
more karaoke song. Yes,
karaoke.
Sorry.
I've had a fantastic time playing this music. I think Amber, you've done an amazing job with your choice of tunes.
Thank you. I had real fun listening to new stuff and picking new stuff and stuff I hadn't heard before and new stuff from bands I had heard before.
Yeah, I know.
You should be a frequent contributor. You should be at least to be. Yeah. What was our bonus track last?
Well, I was going to say, we're just about to play out with 2 tracks. One of them I'm going to announce, and one of them is going to be a bonus track from an artist from today's show. Last week's bonus track was "What Moves" by L.A. Priest. That's a great piece of music. I mean, that's a whole different ball gown, which I think should be the title of my solo album.
Whole different ball gown.
Whole different ball gown. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that Amber picked the last track, "Bad Bebop."
Ha! Well, you're wrong. You're wrong. I chose Ms. Banks. I think she's just amazing. I love it. Now, talk about watching the video. You watched the video.
I did.
It's fantastic.
She just makes me smile. Just makes me smile. I think there's something really joyful about this.
I love the way she raps.
Yeah, me too. This is real. No, but she raps like a rapper. She is
a rapper. Yeah,
she raps like a proper rapper, but she raps with her amazing East London accent.
She does.
So from the East Side, not Hackney. I mean, I can't do it. She's brilliant. And we're going to play you out with this track. Obviously, there's going to be a bonus track after it, but I'd like to say thank you all for listening to Whoosh on Duran Duran Radio. We'll be back next week with episode 10, but for now we're just going to leave you with this one. This is Bad Bebop by Ms. Banks.
Okay, yo, step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spotlight at me. Step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spotlight at me. Mad how these niggas wanna trap me. Bitches can't match me, but they wanna at me. Don't test me, don't mad me. Yeah, I look good, but I do it, girl, badly. Doing up nice and friendly, can't back me, but she wanna be my bestie. Everything bossy, flexy, stay sexy, but these brothers can't touch me. Touch me, back G1, she shoes LV. Breast and back look healthy, lace melty, finna take a young selfie. They be loving the kid, talking like their own beef. They ain't touching the chick, killing everything. You can tell the judge I did it. The booze in your cool, but you still can't hit it. Oh, do the bad bebop. Yeah, do the bad bebop. Oh shit, do the bad bebop. Yeah, step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spotlight at me. Step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spotlight at me. Don't need your backhanded compliments. I'm confident, I move with the ambience. Mad cause my ego bigger than the continent. I'm comfortable, don't chat to the constables. Waiting for me to fall, but you look like a fool. Only time we'll be cool is if we got in the pool. Been back from school, always stand out and I'm tall. Dressed to kill, I don't need no tool. I do me, I don't play by the rules. Benz Panani, I'ma need more fuel. Fat Kit Kat, make a boy drool. Said he wanna cut me jewels, baby boy, just cool. Anytime I get the bag, I do the bad beat bop. Get into the money non-stop. No, I keep it hot when I pull up on the block. Keep it bitch to a slick, then you know it's on top. Do the bad beat bop. Do the bad beat bop. Yeah. Do the bad beat bop. Oh shit. Do the bad beat bop. Step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spot like acne. Step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spot like acne.
Thank you.